What's up, everyone? This is a Last Seed podcast. Your boy John, it's Ty. So, let's hop right into it. Also too, before this video starts, please hit that subscribe button.
Don't just hit it. Jump on it. Throw an elbow.
Yeah, throw an elbow on it.
Kick it.
Whatever you got to do. Spill your coffee on it.
Exactly.
As long as you hit the button,
Right.
we all good.
Right.
But anyways, we got some big news today coming from the Bills. James Cook signed 4 years, $48 million. It's finally over.
It's over, man.
It's finally over. We can stop all the talk where we're going to trade him, where he's going to stay, where he's going to play. So you're not signed. It's over.
It is. Yeah. Thankfully, I mean, you knew from me, I wanted him here.
Mm-hmm.
We heard, $15 million a year to start, and I don't know if anyone really thought that was like realistic. I mean, you can't blame them for, wanting a set price, and obviously if you're in the negotiation stage, you got to always put it higher.
Right.
Because you know 9 times out of 10 they're going to come back with something lower.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, listening to like the local radio and stuff, it's like they're going through every scenario possible. Like you said, like, is he just going to play out this last year because he's under contract? Are they going to get something done at the end of the year? Are they going to franchise tag him? The Bills don't even know what a franchise tag is because they haven't used it since Cordy Glenn. So I don't think that was ever a question probably. But, yeah, it's nice to get done. I think the Kyren Williams contract helped out a lot.
Yeah, set a framework, I felt.
Yeah, and it's just something that, I listened to his press conference after practice today, and they said, why did you start off going to practice and then held out and stuff like that? And he said just for me to better himself, but also like maintain his health. I think that was the thing some people were wondering, like, there's a lot of guys getting injured. Maybe, if he gets hurt, you're probably definitely not getting a contract.
Yeah. The thing is, I was actually kind of wondering that too. I was wondering if, like, maybe for the last week, maybe they were close to the finish line. And he was just like, hey, you know what I mean?
Right.
Worst thing that could happen is if something happens to me now.
Right,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
I lose out on, 48 M's, you know what I mean?
But it makes sense because, he warmed up for the preseason game, but he didn't play. Maybe that's his way of, like you said, like, hey, man, we're close. If I go out there and, sprain my ankle or something and miss the first couple weeks, like, that's not a good look for me.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, my first thought was like, I'm just glad it's over. You know what I mean? And I'm happy it's a decent price too. If it was towards 15, 16 mil, I probably wouldn't have been too happy with it. I'm just gonna throw that out there because I don't really think Cook is ever going to be a workhorse running back. I don't think that you even think that too, for as high as you think of him. But I mean, for his role and what he has done, you know what I mean? He's not a workhorse running back or ever going to be, but he's been one of the most efficient running backs in the league. I mean, he averages like 5 yards a carry for his career. We had a great running game last year. He was obviously a big part of that. So, you know what I mean? We keep that intact. So, yeah, I'm overall pretty good with it. You know what I mean? I know a lot of stuff that comes up about him is like, oh, he doesn't play high snaps and all that. It's like, I kind of get it, but it's like, we're not – I think I saw something like he's going to be like the 7th or highest paid running back right now or something.
Yeah, I think it's 6 or something like that, and it's the most guaranteed money for running back in like the last 5 or 6 years.
Gotcha. I'm willing to bet like that guaranteed money is going to go up with more contracts come to fruition. Like you have Achane is probably going to come up from Miami.
I mean, Bijan and Gibbs are going to get paid soon.
Yeah, so I mean, like you have those three. Like when it's all said and done next year or so, like Cook will probably be like 10th or 11th highest paid running back, and I think that's about where he is.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I could see. I would probably argue he's in the top 10. Like towards the lower end of 9 or 10, and it could just be a bias thing. But honestly, I said it last year, and I've heard people agree and disagree. He's the best offensive player not named Josh Allen that we had.
Yes, definitely last season. Yes.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where like the whole he doesn't play a lot of snaps and stuff like that. I mean, I can tell you James Cook isn't coming up to Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, or Sean McDermott saying, hey, it's third down. Yeah, I don't want to be on the field right now. It's not his choice to not play those snaps. And everybody that was saying, he doesn't play that amount of snaps, it's like, if you told him, hey, we'll sign you, but you got to play this amount of snaps, he's going to be like, oh, okay, let's do it, But that's just not the way the offense runs because they have Ray Davis and Ty Johnson and stuff like that. And I think them complementing each other so well is based off of Cook only playing a certain amount of snaps and stuff like that. I mean, they can all catch the ball, but Johnson just like makes a career out of doing that.
Right.
And pass blocking and stuff. Ray Davis is like the guy that like, okay, Cook just picked up 9 yards on first down, put Davis in for that 1 yard to bruise his way through, or at the goal line and stuff like that. But he's gotten so much better, Cook. Early in his career, like his rookie year too, I felt like when he ran the ball, he just got it and just tried to go straight.
Right.
And he didn't see the holes and stuff like that. Now it's like I feel like he got fast as hell out of nowhere. And now he's actually can make those cuts. I mean, he had like 5 or 6 touchdowns of 30, 40, 50 plus yards last season.
And what's incredible is like he had 16 touchdowns last year with Josh Allen vulturing
Right.
goal line touchdowns. Like that's pretty impressive. You know what I mean? And the thing is about the low snap thing too is like, let's put it like this: Cook was very efficient, has been very efficient. Pretty much even his rookie year, he was pretty efficient. The way we've been using him, and obviously we've used him more when ever since Joe Brady's taken over. But you know what I mean? Like I think we were talking about this one day where I think we were doing like a TikTok. We're trying to do forgotten running backs. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know how many of those guys after 2-3 seasons turn to dust?
Yep.
And there's a big reason for that because they took on big workloads and they were just done. You know what I mean? As a running back, you get hit every single player out there while you're running the ball, pass blocking, running a route, whatever. You know what I mean?
I heard today, not to cut you off, sorry, on the radio, Chris Brown, who calls the games for the Bills, said that the average, I don't want to say life of a running back, but in a lack of better terms, is usually around 2,000 touches in their career, and then they kind of go downhill.
Yes.
Obviously, not for Derrick Henry and
he's
Adrian Peterson, guys like that. There's going to be your exceptions, but it's like majority. Look at these guys that fell off. Look how many touches they had early on, not just in the NFL, but in college too.
And that's another thing I like about Cook. He didn't have a lot of touches in college.
Dude, they said earlier he had high 250s, 260s or something in college, and they're like, people are getting that in a year.
Yeah.
And so he definitely came out fresh. He's still fresh. But yeah, I know, I love it. I heard a guy on WGR today. Oh my gosh, there's got to be a sound clip of it somewhere. This guy was flipping out because he said, "Why are we paying this guy? He's never on the field and stuff like that." He goes, "We need to win a Super Bowl. The last thing we need is to re-sign a running back." He goes, "We need receivers." He's like, "That's what we need." And it's like, you know what? You're right. We need a receiver, right? We didn't average 30 points a game.
Yeah, exactly.
I
would want to keep the guy that helps us average 30 a game.
Right. And dude, and the people that are on are just like, even callers are calling in, and they're just like, "What's up with that guy who just called?"
Yeah,
it was hilarious, man. But I saw this on Instagram. Most yards per carry since 2022, minimum of 500 carries. There's 4 guys.
So I'm guessing Cook is one of them. What is it like?
Did you cheat?
Yeah. I'm guessing. So what? How many years is this?
Since 2022, minimum 500 carries, the most yards per carry. There's 4 guys.
So Cook's got to be up there.
Mm-hmm. Cook's on the list. You got 3 more.
Jahmyr Gibbs, maybe?
Nope. You drafted him yesterday in fantasy football with your first pick.
Oh, McCaffrey.
McCaffrey's on there.
Okay.
We just brought his name up of somebody who gets a lot of.
Henry.
Henry.
Yeah, I can see that.
And one more. This guy just went absolutely wild last season too.
Wild and last season. Well, didn't Achane have Oh wait, maybe he doesn't have the touches yet.
Yeah, he doesn't have the touches, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I know he averaged 8 yards a carry. It was like something obscene.
This isn't a hard one. You're probably just overthinking this last guy.
Oh, let me see.
Another guy who's been in the league for a while. He's in that Derrick Henry conversation tier.
Derrick Henry conversation tier. Been in the league a while. God, I gotta be overthinking this.
Saquon.
Oh, Saquon, yeah.
Okay, so Saquon and Derrick Henry, 4.8 yards. McCaffrey and Cook, 4.9.
And to say this too, we're not saying Cook is on the same level as those guys. Obviously.
He's better. Yeah, no, I know we're not saying that.
But we're not. But the fact that he's even in that company and showing
it's just his efficiency.
Yeah,
basically.
And the thing is, I want him to be as efficient as long as possible. I don't care if he, you know what I mean, doesn't run for 1,300 yards one season. Obviously, he would need more touches to do that.
Right.
I like him where we had him last year of his usage, and ever since Joe Brady's taken over, I think we should stay with that. And if he plays like that his whole contract, I say it's a great deal.
For sure. I think we'll probably see him right around the same amount we did last year. I think you might see him a little bit more just because of like the whole AFC Championship game. He was probably your best player.
He was.
And he wasn't on the field. People were saying it could have been he got banged up or something like that, but it's like if that was the case, why has that never came out yet?
The one thing I think I want him to get better at is I want him to get better in the passing game.
Yeah.
Because I think with him in space, I think that's very deadly.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I can complain about Cook, especially at this dollar amount that we got him, but I'm happy that it's over. This is a team competing for Super Bowl. We don't need that all this noise and stuff like that. It's a team that doesn't really have a lot of noise usually, and this was like the only thing.
Right.
Really, you know what I mean?
And I think it kind of got hyped up more than really what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because, like even Cook was saying, he's like, I wasn't like making it to be this big thing and stuff like that. And it's like, obviously there's going to be news when he's holding in and stuff. But I just feel like, especially like local media, like they're just, anytime someone can get their hands on something to make a story.
Exactly. And we said a lot, like, I even just said, like, this team doesn't really have like a lot of like drama and stuff like that. So like when you have like the media, like sometimes you have it here. It's like, oh yeah, story. Like let's make something into this. You know what I mean? And really, I'm just happy it's over.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy it's over. Glad that him and those other bunch of guys like Russo and Benford got their extensions.
Yeah,
Shakir, Bernard. So it's cool to have those guys together, and I think they know like this is their window now.
Yes.
To do everything.